Howdy y'all, Matt here, Seattle Speed Shop. And today we are working on this. So this is a 1932 Ford chassis. Belongs to a friend, and another friend is interested in the engine. I'm here to check things out because we got a little issue. So what appears to be a crack in the head. What also appears to be not very protective antifreeze in mostly water. And I just drained the oil. I got a little bit of water out of it, not a ton. I think you can kind of see it there. So, got some concerns, and we're going to start tearing this down, and I hope it's okay. So, if we can fix it, we'll fix it. If it's, well, I can fix this, is all I gotta say. So, I will, let me get set up and get some tools, and we'll be back in a couple seconds and get wrenching. As always, my favorite lubricant, Croil. If you guys are watching, please give us a sponsorship. Alright, the distributor is very stuck, so just kind of tapping it with the brass hammer. Seems to be coming. Pry now. This one doesn't want to. Oh, there we go. Alright, we got the distributor out. We broke all the nuts loose. The cordless impact tool was the greatest invention since sliced bread, as far as I'm concerned. No air hoses everywhere. Oh, forgot one. Matco, I need a dealer. Send one. Now I am. This thing is glued on. Holy cow. I keep looking for the bolt I forgot. I hope they could hear that noise peeling. It does look pretty clean in there. Always put your hardware back together so you don't lose it. And then toss it on the floor right by the project. Hope someone doesn't kick it. Get me a big set of channel locks. That just came out of the bottom of the radiator. That's great. All right, well, got her coming apart more. I got a little trick for you guys. I'm gonna show you. This is the rope trick. This is the best way for getting a Model A head off, in my opinion. So you pull your spark plug out. Alright, so this is the rope trick. And you just kind of feed rope down your number 1 spark plug. You want to make sure the piston is down in the cylinder so you basically want to get more rope into the cylinder than what it can fit when the cylinder is at TDC. And if you've taken the head off of a Model A or Model B before, you know that they can be a real pain in the butt. They've got all sorts of special pullers, or I'll be honest, a lot of times before I learned this trick, I would just jam a pry bar and hammer it in between the head and the deck surface, which is not always the best thing to do, in my opinion. But again, some of the engines you're taking apart, you don't really care. This one, I don't want to do that to this engine. I reserve the rope trick. For nice engines. I'm betting we got enough in here now to probably make this work. Alright, so got a cylinder full of rope, and gonna turn the crank over. There's the rest of the water. Can we get the...
See it? I'm just side to side.
Yeah. Starting again.
If you get that side and I can get here. Oh.
Alright, so this thing's starting to kind of tell me a story. So I think the cracked head may have been there. This thing's definitely, like, the gasket's just, I mean, it's chewed. It's just terrible. For a copper gasket, that shouldn't look like that. If it had coolant in it, so it's obviously had water in it a long time. And I mean, all these passages are plugged up, and it's looking to me like this looks like radiator in a can. Stop leak. This is the same cylinder that has the crack. I'm not sure, that might be a crack there. And then I'm looking in the cylinder, and it looks to me like there's probably some evidence of a little bit of water having been in there pretty recently. But I think we may have, I'm hoping we got to this thing in time. I think we did. I'm really hungry. I'm gonna go get some lunch, and then we will continue with the teardown. Alright, we're just cleaning the machine surfaces off, the old stuck-on head gasket on the head, just so we can inspect the deck surface, look for cracks, anything like that. Alright, we got the pan off. It's definitely, you can kind of see evidence of water having been in there. Alright, I'm cleaning things, and I took out the baffle. You see it? Something's been chewing on it. And it's got JB Weld or epoxy in each one of the dipper trays, so those are probably rusted out. So yeah, things you find in old engines. We're gonna check rod clearance, stuff like that. And maybe stick head on this thing. So as you can see, some water came out of the pan. This is most likely, at least the fresh unmixed stuff is probably, I'd say that's probably in there from when we pulled the head, because the head was so plugged up with stop leak that it had water in it still.
Wouldn't drain.
Yeah, wouldn't drain. So old car stuff. You never know what previous owner slash mechanic has done to the thing. So we're checking clearances. Heidelberg is underneath the car. And I'm supervising, like, you know, like I work for the state, so we'll bring you back here in a little bit, and hopefully we make some fire today. All right, hopefully you can hear me over the heater. It's cold out, it's been snowing, I'm not turning it off. Deal with it. So we had the pan off, we cleaned it, put it all back in, put a Model A head on this Model B. It's what we had and was clean and would work. So now we're going to time it, drop the distributor in, get a carb on it, button up our few holes, get some water in it, and fire it up. So hopefully this thing runs. All right, I want to show you a little tip. So we might pour more down this, but if you've had the pan off, go ahead and pour oil down your distributor hole. So what this does is it fills the dipper tray for the rods. So when you go to start this motor, you get oil to the rods immediately. If you don't do this, then there's no oil in your dipper tray, and you will not get oil to the rods immediately.
I'll get you some point out pulling the shaft.
Also, I pulled the shaft just to help it go down the hole a little bit easier. So again, if you drop the pan, always pour some oil down. Make a big mess like I just did.
And coffee cups are recommended.
Yeah. Yeah. This approved oil transfer cup from Cruisin' Coffee. Not sponsored. Yeah. There you go. So just like an A, you turn it over till this falls in. Hopefully.
We're almost at a full revolution. Was that it? Felt like it.
Keep going. I may have just gone over it.
I think that was it.
It's definitely not dimpled very well. Nope, we just passed it.
All right. So it's about 8.
Well, I can go back. Take that. There we go. Well, you can see it's very close. We are now at TDC on number 1. So, just a pro tip, always put this back as soon as you're done timing it, because you'll forget about it, and then you will have oil spurting out of here when you fire up the motor. So, before you do anything else, just put that back. All right, distributor in, carb on, got our makeshift gravity feed fuel system. I'm gonna hot wire this thing and stick some water in it, and I think we're ready to fire it up. All right, we have it all together. We're fighting some leaks, but we're gonna just go with it. I've got the thing hot wired to the coil. So let's find out if this thing runs. Our fancy fuel pump block off plate?
Yeah.
That is professional. Alright, start to try. No knock.
No, that's
Just died.
that's burning off oil.
Yeah. Just died. What'd we do? Oh, chokes. Choke hit. Definitely leaking oil out of the fuel.
Oh yeah.
What the heck?
Did the clip come off?
Fighting choke.
Yeah, hang on.
Keeps working itself up, doesn't it?
Yeah, well now it's open.
Alright.
Okay. Just close it.
Okay. Let's try it.
Go ahead.
Old cars are fun. OSHA, look away. So, we're having a fuel delivery issue. So we raised the tank up. Seems to be working now. She's running. Actually runs really well. No knocks. Very quiet engine. Not blowing any steam. That's a good sign. So we're gonna run this for about 20 minutes. I'm sure you guys don't need to watch that, even if I fast forward it. So I'll bring you back here in a little bit once I got a diagnosis. Well, I think we got a winner. It seems to run good. We're having like maybe a fuel delivery issue with it. Something minor, no big deal. It's being a little bit of a pain in the butt, and we don't have a good carb, and I'm not going to rebuild a carb for an engine that's going to get swapped to a Stromberg downdraft 97 basically as soon as it gets into the next car. So I think we're going to go ahead and give this thing the stamp of okay. Seems to be running good. So feeling pretty good about that, to be honest. This engine is destined for Heidelberg's 1925 Mercury body Speedster. We will do a whole video on that car, hopefully in the next couple months. I'm going to help him put the engine in once he gets the old Model A rod knocker out. I have a special touch with that car for some reason. The motor just goes right in when I'm there. Really cool car. I don't want to spoil it for you. It's a really great story. So hopefully we're going to be bringing that to you pretty soon, because I know he's really pumped about getting that car on the road this summer. His brother actually just bought a Speedster, so it's a 28 Chevy. So we got the Ford Chevy thing going now. It's going to be pretty cool. So actually, I know Heidelberg's brother probably longer than I've known him, which is another long story, but also a cool local car guy that I've become friends with and known for quite a while. So yeah, we're gonna let this thing cool down and then probably start pulling it out so it can go into his car. So he's got a Winfield Yellowhead for it, and Anson downdraft. Is it Anson or?
No, it's a
Zephyr, isn't it? Yeah.
The Anson is the adapter plate.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Basically, the car's got a lot of cool stuff on it. I'm really excited to show you that thing. It's a very special car. So I'll stop talking about that. I don't want to ruin it too much for you, but it's really cool, and I'm excited to show it to you. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Actually, maybe we'll just show you taking this thing out, and I'll keep recording. We'll see how we're feeling. But I'm going to get a Red Bull right now because I am tired and I was up till 4 a.m. Yeah. I want a Rockstar sponsorship, if anything. I don't need Red Bull's wings because Charlie might get into it. Checking in, we have the car like halfway torn down. Heidelberg is working on the front. He's got the radiator, gone. Yeah, mostly disconnected. I'm working on the transmission area. We're almost done there. Probably have this thing out in a couple minutes. There it goes. You know what we'll just do?
But I'm gonna, leave the hook on.
Let's just get a strap.
Yeah.
Got it out of the chassis. This is really important because now this can go to its new owner. It's no longer in my way. It's no longer in Paul's way. And yeah, it's gonna make the new owner a really cool car. We talked about his plans kind of about it last night, and he's really excited, and I'm excited to see what he does with it. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, hope you guys have a good weekend. Get out in the garage if you can and try and get something done, even if it's just taking something apart that kind of disappoints you. So we'll see you next time, guys. Take care.